Hey everybody, welcome. This is Euro Maestro, and I am broadcasting live from Paris on YouTube. That's right, YouTube Live. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you can get notified of my future YouTube broadcasts. So subscribe, tap that bell, and hit the like button. So what are we looking at? We're looking at here an example of medieval architecture right in the center of Paris. So if you look around, there you can see the typical architecture of Paris that we see, mostly from the 19th century. But right here in the center of Paris, we have medieval architecture. This is the only example of medieval residential architecture that still remains in Paris, the only one. So we're going to talk about the history here, because the history is amazing, and we're going to go inside, and you're going to see all the rooms that are still left. So this dates from the 15th century. So this is the time of Joan of Arc and King Charles VI. Hey, Brett, good to see you. I think I saw PK here and some other people. Welcome. So I'm going to do a little YouTube live showing medieval architecture in Paris. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. So anyways, so this is the time, if you recall, the 15th century, we're right in the middle of the 100 Years' War. So there's this huge war that lasts over 100 years between England and France, okay? Because you have to remember the English royalty and French royalty are all very closely related, especially at this time. And so so they have all kinds of battles. It's almost, some people would say, more of a civil war, even though they're two different countries, obviously. But very closely related families and hierarchies of power. And this was the residence of the Duke of Burgundy. So the Duke of Burgundy, yeah, war lasting over 100 years. Can you imagine? So it's called the 100 Years' War, even though it lasted more than 100 years. It lasted closer to 114 years. So it's a very long time. So you had the Duke of Burgundy. So Burgundy at the time, especially under his grandson, is really big and really powerful. Okay, and in France, you have a division between the Burgundians and the Armagnac. So you have two families in France that are fighting with each other. One of them is siding with the English, okay, and they end up capturing Joan of Arc and turning her over to the English. So that's how bad things got. So shall we go inside? I think we should go inside. But Burgundy, just to give you an idea, the Duke of Burgundy, he had passed, in addition to this palace, which was huge. This is all that's left, is the tower here. But this used to be a huge complex, over 1 hectare in area. So if you can imagine, there would have been all kinds of houses and buildings tied with this, and also tied with the city wall. So Paris was a walled city, like most of the cities at the time. Paris was a walled city, and the wall kept getting built bigger and bigger around the city. But at this time, the wall was right here, and today this is like sort of in the center of the city. But there you can see the inscription, and it talks about the wall of Philippe. I don't know, did we get cut off there? We might have gotten cut off for a second, so I apologize if we got cut off. Anyways, we're now inside, and first thing I want to show you guys is this wall right here, this tower. Sorry about that, guys, little technical problem. So we got this wall right here, so you can see that this was part of the fortification of the wall. And so that wall ran right through this property, and you can see they've put in a little entrance in here. You know what? I'm going to close this out and try again, guys. Should we do that? Oh wait, maybe the connection's better now.